This episode of the podcast is brought to you by absolutely no one because no one cares about you and no one wants to see you succeed. So if you're going to be anything in life, you got to do it yourself because nobody loves you.
Wow, Robbie, you are coming in hot. Where's all this coming from, bro?
I don't know. Why don't you ask all the people behind me holding me up? Oh, there's no one there? That's what I thought.
Okay. Absolutely no one. We're not. What
we
are we
rely
doing?
on ourselves, and
Yeah.
that's it, and no one else. Oh, you like us? You support us? Too bad. I hate you.
All right. Well, let's start the show.
Happy or sad, it's story time with two fucking idiots.
And that's when she said, a bird in your hand is worth two in my muff.
I guess that works. I guess. Is a bush the same as a muff? Anyway, we're recording, bro.
Oh, not again.
Yeah, not again. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
This is episode 23.
Hell yeah.
The Jordan episode.
Yeah,
Literally.
absolutely. This is your episode,
dude.
bro.
This is. I never wanted to be 23 though. When I was like little, I think I was a Mighty Ducks guy. I was like, I need to be Charlie Conway, 96.
Oh,
I
yeah.
to be. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I watched the new Mighty Ducks thing.
Did you?
On Disney
Did you?
Plus.
Yeah.
It was, you know me. It's like it's hard for me to hate anything. It was pretty good.
Yeah. On Twitter I got like a alert about it, like probably a month or two before it premiered, and it was like, hit the plus sign if you want to be reminded about this. And I was like, you know what? I am a fan. And now every time I get one of those, I'm like, I'm never fucking watching this. Stop fucking sending me things.
Literally.
I probably will at some point.
It's not bad. They had some of the old players come back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to spoil anything, but like,
yeah, there's a lot of Mighty Ducks fans.
I know.
On
be
this
careful
pod right now.
There better be. Anyway, and they were like, they couldn't get Charlie. He probably was like, fuck no, I don't.
Yeah.
What was his Josh whatever? He's like an actual star at some
I can't
point.
remember his name, but I do remember seeing him in other things and being like, Charlie. Yeah.
It's like in Dawson's Creek and shit. But he they were like, yeah, that's why Charlie didn't come, because he didn't think you'd be here. Emilio Estevez is like, you know what I mean? Like, that was the whole thing. It's like, no, Charlie's not here because you wouldn't pay him enough money.
Yeah. So really somebody in the writers' meeting was like, all right, we're not going to get Charlie. How can we defame him and make his character less likable? Let's make him not believe in the coach.
We want people to be like, yeah, Charlie Conway, whoever that, like 7-year-olds are like, fuck that guy.
I know you, and I find it very hard to believe that you would do the same thing. If you were Charlie Conway, child star from the fucking 90s or whatever, and actually did some other things, Dawson Creek and a movie called Skulls, I think, Skull and Bones, something like that. It was some weird movie. I saw it a long time ago. Anyway, I guarantee you would have been like, you give me a free hot dog and I'll come back and just fucking make everybody's day. You know what I mean? Like
100%.
Nobody remembers anybody from that movie by like face, I feel like, especially now. Like, I feel like you'd be like, who's that guy? That's Fulton? Jesus.
Yeah, except for Goldberg, but he's too busy melting the spoon. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I feel like there would be no way I wouldn't come back for that. Just for like one more chance to be like, hey, remember me, guys?
Yeah, seriously.
And now look at my podcast, that kind of thing. You know, that would
just
be great.
For like the nostalgia of an entire generation.
Oh,
you know, like literally, you would have made an entire generation's life. That show would have been twice as huge, just because every episode people have been like, "Wait, Charlie's coming back." You know, they'd go back and watch it.
Seriously, he should have at least like FaceTimed and been like, "Hey, sorry, coach, can't come in." Fly or together like or whatever.
Even
like something.
Like, hey, coach. Yeah, 100%. Fly the funny. V, dude.
Yeah,
so funny.
He has like that quacky machine thing. He's like,
even less believable than the movies, though. Like,
yeah, dude, I actually
what
just
this team
saw.
accomplishes is like completely not even
Dude,
possible.
the first movie, they're District 5. They're not even the Mighty Ducks. They're not even Ducks at all
Yeah.
until, well, I don't want to spoil it, but
Yeah, don't
they're
be
literally like a ragtag group of fucking morons who, like, his parents are just like, listen, let me just get you out of my hair. Let me get you involved in the most expensive sport possible.
Yeah, seriously.
You don't have skates, stick, pads, anything. Just go there with your leather jacket. You'll be fine. You'll be totally
at
fine.
least they're like rollerbladers or like figure skaters or something.
Yeah.
In this movie, it's like a kid's knitting, and then they're like, "Did you see the way he handled those sticks?" Like, it's fucking ridiculous.
That's hilarious.
And I loved it from beginning to end. It was great.
Of course you did. That's hilarious.
I
dude.
cried
D2,
a little bit.
D2, I was definitely a Rancher Dwayne guy. Like, I used to want to just like lasso people because I didn't know that was a thing, but now he showed me or whatever.
Oh yeah, on the ice. You played a little. Was it roller hockey or was it ice hockey?
I played roller hockey with a bunch of older guys who had played hockey, like real hockey, their whole lives.
Yeah,
and I think I did okay for the given the circumstances, but
sure.
I did trip a guy one time, and I felt fucking horrible for like the entire day because
you're an asshole, dude.
I tripped him on asphalt, obviously, which isn't gonna feel good even if you're prepared for it. But I was going in for the classic stick check, and fucking just
him right
completely got him in the legs, and he just fell backwards, hit his head. It was great. He was wearing a helmet. We all wore helmets. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. But
still rattled. He probably has a touch of CTE, and it's all your fault.
Probably, honestly. And there was another time where I just think we had like one real goalie, Ron Stummer. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah,
that
I remember Ron.
He would actually show up in his like goalie pads and play. But the other goal, we didn't have a goalie because no one plays goalie apparently. Yeah, so we just had like
Ron is the only one.
Yeah,
that is a professional.
Just Ron and all of Kenosha, and that's it. And the other goal was just set up with like a plywood board with like little holes cut out of it so that like you couldn't score easily. You had to like try to score. And I remember one time I had like a one-timer where I was all alone and I fucking drilled it, and it went in. And one of the guys that had been playing, who was pretty good, he was like, "I like this kid," and I was like, "Yes." And then the next like consecutive 8 Sundays, I just got progressively worse. It just was fucking all over the place.
Of course,
tripping people, fucking getting winded really easily. It was great. It was awesome.
I'm stuck on the guy whose brain you busted watching the movie Concussion starring Will Smith and sobbing and being like, Jordan.
I remember that guy's kid went to St. Cloud University in Minnesota.
Funeral. Oh, sorry.
And he played on like the JV fucking hockey team at that time. And I was like, okay, who cares? I've played a bunch in my head.
Yeah.
And he literally undressed me like I was trying to like play defense, and he just like went around me, and I was like, man, if he's in JV, who's in varsity? And then I was like,
exactly.
If they're in varsity, who's in the professionals? Like, holy shit, this kid just fucking blew right by me.
Bring on Patrick Kane, dude. I'm ready. Fuck it.
It was pretty good though. It was a fun thing to do. It was a little bit of a ways for me to trek over there. Plus, I was working nights at the time, so it was like really tiring to go out there and be crazy for 3 hours and then go home, get 2 hours of sleep, and then work a full shift. It's kind of weird.
Exactly, dude. You really ran yourself ragged, but plus trying to like be a great boyfriend at the time.
Oh god, it was the worst.
If between hockey, work, and being a good boyfriend, if something's got to suffer, it's like, sorry, babe.
Yeah, I mean, Home Improvement can watch itself. I'm tired. Yeah. I'm sleepy.
And I need to be ready for hockey. Got to get to the court. The concrete house.
Yeah, dude. We were talking about the Jordan episode, right? 23.
Yes, 23.
So that inevitably brought up, dude.
Oh shit!
How good is that?
Anymore, right?
That movie's so good, though.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Duh. That's from
Space Jam.
Space Jam. Yeah, I forget.
R. Kelly before he was whizzing on people.
No, he was whizzing. We just weren't
just the right people.
To that information. Yeah. He was marrying 15-year-old Aaliyah. Like, I don't know. We turned a blind eye because that voice is just as smooth as butter on velvet. You know what I
mean? I remember my favorite part of that whole movie is when young Michael Jordan is shooting outside and his dad's like, "Go ahead, shoot till you miss." And I always wonder, like, what if he just never misses?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be out there for fucking 3 months, being like, "Okay, I'm kind of hungry, Jordan."
Yeah, literally.
I mean, Michael, that'd be his normal name. Probably be Michael.
He's like Air Jordan. His dad goes to get the ball and he pushes him off like he does the Utah Jazz player. Sets back and hits.
Oh, yeah. Listen, that wasn't a push. That wasn't a push. There was a lot of momentum.
I'm glad that he did it, but maybe he was just giving him a good game. He was giving him a pat right on the butt. Like hey, this is going in, but good game. Right
we could literally do the whole episode about Michael Jordan because he is a fucking lunatic.
Of course.
And
I took that personal. So.
Yeah, literally. Well, like he hears this, he's gonna be like lacing up his shoes. Yeah, like, oh, these guys think I'm a lunatic. Guess what?
Try to shake me, MJ. You're a little older now, and my knees are still 60% good. So
his calves, though.
Oh, he couldn't. He'd probably bounce it right off my calves at this point or so. He'd be staring at him. But we were talking about obviously Michael Jordan's best feat that he ever accomplished in his many faceted career, which was
defeating the Monstars.
Yes, exactly. Winning the Toon Championship or whatever.
Yeah, I don't remember what they were fucking. Oh wait, they were like playing for like the souls or like the talent of like the NBA players.
Yes, exactly. If he wins, he has to give him back. And sorry, I'm messing with my stuff over here. But my question is, and I mean, we can go back to talking about the Toon Squad. Lola, I'm not going to say that I would clap some bunny cheeks, but she can handle the basketball. You know what I'm saying?
Why did they make her like so sexual?
Dude.
Like the moment she touches a ball, she's like, nice ball. Like, weird.
Boys.
Yeah.
I thought Taz was going to.
He spit shined everything in that fucking movie because of that moment.
Her tail was pointed straight up. You know what I'm saying? They're showing the goods. But are you going to see the new one?
I probably will, but I'm not gonna be like waiting in line for it like you will be. Because I feel like Sawyer's probably gonna want to see it. I would imagine. Are they doing like commercials for it? I don't watch commercials anymore because I don't have normal television, so I don't know.
Yeah, because you stream illegally. Police, come get them.
I don't anymore. I do when I have to.
Well, Dana White, stop listening for a second. Me too.
There's too many of us. They're never gonna get us all.
Yeah, right. Especially I do like one every 4 months. I'll be the guy that goes to jail
as I'm getting arrested. Like, I fucked up.
Yeah, I should have just paid for the Israel Adesanya fight or whatever. I'm gonna use Sawyer as a guise. That's how I'm gonna get in without looking like a 31-year-old fanboy.
I bet you there'll be a lot of people our age that would want to see it just because that is sort of nostalgic from our childhood. Actually, dude, True. Space Jam was the first movie that so like when you watch like TV shows or like anything where kids are at school, they always used to be like, hey, you're coming to my house, right? And they'd like get on the bus and go to their house, whatever. That like didn't happen in any of my schools because they were like, you're not assigned to bus 12. You need to get on bus 10. How fucking dare you? It was like a big thing. Well, it was probably like a year or two before that became like a really big thing in my childhood. But this one kid was like, hey, my parents we're going to see Space Jam after school. Do you want to come with? And I was like, sure. Like I was literally like no fear, no idea. I was in 4th grade, I think, maybe 3rd or 4th grade. I don't remember how old you are at that point, but let's say 10 maybe. I don't know. Whatever.
Sure.
And so I got on this kid's bus, went to his house. His parents took me to the fucking movie, paid for me somehow. I don't even know what happened. Yeah. But I nowhere in that timeline let my parents know that I was going to the fucking movies. And so I think luckily the parents of this other kid had a little bit more sense than me and we're like, who are you? And then like looked us up in the phone book or something and said, hey, yeah, we have your son. We're going to see Space Jam. No big deal. And I remember my mom being not mad, but definitely like, you can't do that.
Like it is scary, dude. That's
well, I did it to her probably 3 or 4 times, not with the bus incident, but like we had a park behind our house that I used to just go to randomly, and my mom would just frantically be like, Jordan, and I'd be like on the swings, like, what's up? What do you want?
The park, Mom.
Yeah, like
Jordan, Kyle, get your butt in here.
Yeah, dude, literally. So it makes me laugh that moment because I never did that ever again. Because I was like, from that moment, I was just like, you need to let your parents know, where you're going.
Learning moment. Thank God you were just going to see Space Jam and not like smoking pot behind the middle school.
He could have just been like, hey, my parents are gonna sell me to drug lords if you want to come up, and I'd be like, sure, just fucking go with them.
You're going?
Yeah.
Yeah, then I'll go. Sure.
Yeah, it wasn't even a thought. I missed that though, because I was so free back then. I didn't have any fear or any stress in my life.
Literally. No cell phone.
Saw it in person. It was life changing.
I do have to address something.
Oh.
I wanted to publicly can't even get it out. I'm emotional.
Oh,
I wanted to publicly apologize to okay. So it's Friday. Usually we record this on Wednesdays. And the reason we didn't record it Wednesday is because someone fell asleep. It was me. I fell asleep. Okay. So I just want to say sorry. There. I know. I know you guys probably thought it was Jordan. Anyone that knows us, I set 2 alarms on my watch. Jordan called me like 3 or 4 times. And what it boils down to is I just don't care about this podcast or anybody listening. So
I'm glad we have that on tape.
Yeah. So go ahead and use that as you will. If you're listening, screw you, dude. All right.
Fuck you, Gerardo.
Fuck you, Gerardo. He loved it, by the way. He absolutely loved it.
Steph was like, why are you saying that? And I was like, I don't know, actually. Not sure. I was like,
Robbie
probably said he'd love it.
Me do it.
I feel like he might take it both ways. I don't know.
Hey, I'm not here to judge his personal life. Okay. You know what I mean? However,
no, man, you're cool, man. Shortly after you hit the snooze button on our friendship, I got kind of sick to my stomach for some reason and fell asleep.
Violently ill. Honest.
And like 3 or 4 hours later, woke up, threw up a couple times, feeling great.
Yeah.
Not sure what happened, but Steph definitely is poisoning me slowly.
Yeah, good. Again, thank you for putting that on tape because I didn't want to say it, but I was thinking it. I think we all were. So
yeah,
it's either that or it was a broken heart because I fell asleep.
It's a little bit of both.
You were so torn up. Yeah. So how about the Cubs? Nice hat,
dude. Fucking Cubs.
Did they win tonight?
I feel so bad, dude. I used to be so into sports.
I know.
So into sports.
Mm-hmm.
And now I find it very difficult to even pay attention to like the most big event that's happening.
Yeah. Or like the road on your drive home. You know what I mean?
It sucks, man. I wish like back in the Space Jam days when I was going away with random kids' parents.
Oh yeah.
Like 3 years after that was like my prime of paying attention to baseball and knowing every fucking player and knowing every
stat.
Dude, I was so into it. And now it's like the Cubs have this guy named Patrick Wisdom on their team.
Yeah.
And other than his fucking goofy name, I don't know anything about him. And I feel bad, but I have to make a decision in my life between being nourished and watching sports. And so sometimes
we all know
the other side wins, and I'm just like, you know what? I need to go to bed now. I can't. I got a podcast to produce. I can't spend 4 hours watching this game.
I got it. Yeah. I'm just kidding. When you can just check it on ESPN, check the stat line, like box score.
I mean,
like, all right, shit.
I used to be a lunatic, dude. I used to tape every game and just watch it from start to finish. Actually, today, for some reason on YouTube, I actually had a like a thought where I was like, I wonder, YouTube's got to have this for sure. So I typed in Sammy Sosa, Moises Alou, back-to-back homers. Because this is so stupid, but back in the day we had Dish Network, and that was like brand new for us. So our DVR was like, what the fuck? We're recording
you
shit.
had DVR before anybody. Like, I feel like you guys.
I don't think we did, but maybe on our block, maybe, I don't really know. But there was a game against Cincinnati where they were losing like one, and I can't remember what the exact score is. And I watched this clip this morning actually, and Sosa leads off the ninth with a home run to tie it, and Moises Alou hits a home run right after him to win it. And dude, I kept that 3.5 hour video on our DVR for years because I would go back and watch it whenever I just needed to feel like an adrenaline rush.
Yeah, just to feel alive again.
Oh,
yeah.
Dude, Chip Carey back in the day, he was so fucking cool to me. Oh man, I wish I was that old again. It would have been so cool.
That's lightning in a bottle right there. That's like, that'll change your life. Could you send that to me? Because I could use a pick me up, dude. It's been a rough 6 or 7 years. If I'm just being completely honest.
I just remember that it could have happened multiple times, honestly. But that was the first thing I clicked, and I was like, "That's the memory I remember." I don't remember.
Dude, I maybe not, but I feel like we just got rid of our box TV and got a flat screen like 6 months ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've never been super technologically advanced. So I remember going back to your house and being like, yeah, I taped Sports Center. I'm like, like on a VHS or what are we talking? I mean, it's like, I haven't even heard of DVDs yet, you know?
Yeah. VHSs, man.
That's crazy.
What a nightmare.
I almost I've a couple times now been like, oh yeah, a VHS player instead of a VCR. And I'm like, it's gone out of my head too. I've forgotten all of it.
You know what's funny? Steph has a bunch of VHSs that she's like, we should set up my VCR. And I'm like, why? We could just Google it and watch it, the exact same thing. And
for
one
$2.99 on fucking YouTube, I can just rent it for 48 hours. You know?
Yeah. We went to Goodwill one time to like look for, dude, the cable for this mic is a micro USB, which is like the ones that the phones used to be. Now they're USB Type C, which is like this oval shaped one.
Yeah, the chromosome shaped
one.
Dude,
I couldn't even find this cord.
Mitochondria.
And I was like,
really?
We're already outdated? Like, what the fuck? This was like 3 years ago, I feel like.
I have stuff that still comes that uses that, like wireless chargers and stuff.
Yeah, I went to Best Buy to look for an 90-degree angle one, basically, so that this mic doesn't like sit weird. Yeah. And I couldn't
go ahead
find
and show
it.
Wait, just go ahead and show it one more time.
I'm just saying.
I know you're pretty happy about it.
It's okay.
Mine's decent too. All right. It's not it's okay. A sure, but
it's okay. I feel like it's all right. I don't know. But I couldn't find the fucking I couldn't find the fucking cord. And I was like, I hate technology. This is it almost makes me not want to purchase new technology because I'm like, what's the point? In fucking 3 years I'm gonna have to redo all of this.
This is just we're old.
Yeah,
really is what it is. Dude. We're fucking old. That's it. I mean, I told you the other day I'm obsessed with TikTok drama. I'm just trying to stay young. You know what I mean? I started running again. Been running my ass off.
From your problems or?
Well, I mean, I'm a pro. If there was a fastest marathon time from running from your problems, I'd be right up there with the Kenyans. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, I don't have that kind of endurance. But actually, so through this place that I'm not affiliated with at all, called Lamb's Farm, they're doing a 60K runathon. So for a month, you have to run 60 kilometers. And it's like
60,000 miles is what it is.
Yes, precisely. It's like 39.6666 miles or whatever. And so I've run about 2 miles a day the last 3 days. I've been doing. Nice. I cut some time off my time. I've just been doing like today 2.35 miles. I walked a total of like 17 steps, and then it's like people watch me must think I'm stupid or like crazy because I'll be like almost dead. My neighbor told me 3 times not to push it too hard. I ran laps around my neighborhood. He's like, just don't push it too hard. And then I came back around and I was like, just starting to feel good because I feel a pressure to impress him, even though I can't breathe.
Was he outside just watching you, or was he like
he's watering his plants?
Okay, I thought he was just like, can't wait to see you again.
Yeah, right. Seriously. Popcorn.
Yeah,
I can't wait to see this fat fucker have a heart attack in the middle of the road.
I got 911 ready to go, man.
Yeah, seriously.
You fucking collapse, I'm ready to send it. Let's do this.
And he just kept, I don't know. Yeah, I like used my last breath to try to make him laugh. And he hit me with, again, just don't push it too hard. And I'm like, okay, I fucking get it. I'm fat.
He's a big Salt and Pepper fan. He's just
yeah.
Like, that was their downfall.
Ooh, push it. Exactly. Shut the fuck up. But yeah, so it felt good. And there's no way that my body has changed at all in the last 3 days. But just like the confidence of running, I caught a look at myself in the mirror today and I was like, you're looking fucking good, dude. You're looking real good.
Wait till that neighbor sees you. He's gonna fucking
so
slather you with peanut butter.
Yeah, he's rich, so he can do whatever he wants. What did you call it again?
Salty frosting.
Salty frosting. I mean, goated. That's goated right there. But yeah, I'll be like talking to myself. I'll like walk 5 steps and be like, what the fuck are you doing? And then start running again. People like, because I'm like, I'm in my head. I'm like, you're not even tired. It's all in your head. Because it's true, you know. If I could convince myself to run 5 miles right now, my body would let me do it. It wouldn't be fast, but my body would let me do it.
Sure.
It's like mind over matter. I don't know.
So you're just getting full Joe Rogan right now. You're just...
the
amount of
thought about David Goggins like the majority of my run today, bro. I'm like,
I actually just listened to the first Joe Rogan podcast I've listened to in a very long time. Probably like years, honestly. Like it's just, dude, he has too many he puts out and it's too fucking long.
Can't keep up. Yeah. We have our own now.
But yeah, I mean, ours is way more entertaining.
Way better. Way more important.
He had The Undertaker on.
Yeah, okay.
Like from wrestling, right? And
a while back, right?
Yeah, this is.
I never watched it, but I saw it pop
probably like 100 episodes back from where he is right now. So 4 days.
Yeah, a week and a half.
It's fucking so stupid. But yeah, man, that was really interesting. And they talked about David Goggins a lot. Just they even played like some clips of him just being like, "You thought I would quit? Fuck you!" Just like fucking running alongside of a car.
Yeah. That's his MO, him and his wife. I think she tapes all of it.
Yeah, that
can't be safe for her. Like she's not looking at the road.
The police are like, David, what did we tell you about ghost riding around this fucking neighborhood?
Yeah, he just like sets it up on his car. She dies in a car accident, and he's like, a real warrior would have lived. Her inner bitch took over. It's like that's the love of your life.
Oh, that airbag punch you in the face? You punch it right back. Okay, David.
You better dip and dip. Yeah, I do. He's literally fucking crazy, but so much of what he says is true. So I'm like, at least as far as I don't know if he's ever been like said anything horribly offensive. I don't subscribe to that on air secretly, totally into it. I'm a bigot, but it's like I don't want people to know that.
Those people that are that dedicated are literally aliens. Like I don't understand how Joe Rogan could, at age 50 plus, I don't know what the hell he is right now, but he like bow hunts, fucking kills an elk, runs to it, packs it out himself, still does a kettlebell workout, and then does 3 podcasts a day. Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous.
Very true. Part of it, HGH. Okay,
yeah, that's true. Yeah,
he does, or TRT, whichever one it is.
Yeah.
Honestly, been considering it just because it's like, if they can pump me full of testosterone for the rest of my life, why does my body need to make any naturally? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, what's the worst that could happen? You turn into like a deflated balloon at age 80?
Yeah.
Who cares?
I've already at 35.
Yeah. I've already done my business. I'm done here.
Yeah. As long as I can live long enough for Sawyer to always remember me, you know, like right now, if I died, it would be like, you know what I mean? In 10 years, it'd be like, I kind of have memories of my dad. But once he's like 12 or 13, he'll remember me forever. All right, I'm good.
Yeah. Then you start HGHing it up.
Yeah.
And you just go to the moon.
Exactly. Get out before I fuck something up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dude, I never even thought about doing drugs like that, but you've opened my eyes.
Yeah, it was drugs, right?
Would that be considered illegal at a workplace? We didn't find any marijuana, but you are Jack City, bro.
Yeah. What are you talking about, dude? What are you looking at me funny, dude?
Why are you getting so mad, Robbie?
I'm not angry. I'm fucking excited to be here. Let's lift some weights, bitch.
This is a Jamba Juice. I don't know. You're just like squeezing the oranges.
Dude, so Pat's 30th birthday is coming up.
Yeah.
And I got him a present, but I also recently found a birthday present I got for my 21st birthday from a comedian formerly known as Troy.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you remember his stand-up joke about he had a friend who bought a razor, then put a brick in it, and then took it back and was like, I'd like to return this. And the lady's like, there's a brick in here. And he's like, exactly,
Yeah.
She's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'll do the, and that was the joke. My favorite joke. It happened to his friend, literally. His friend did that. So for my 21st birthday, Troy wrote 21 on a brick, and on the other wrote like happy birthday, comma, Troy. And so I'm considering crossing off the 21 and putting 30 and being like, hey, I got this. Troy dropped this off for me for your birthday.
You could, and it could just become like a passed along like birthday gift to people.
Exactly. It's like one of those things that, because obviously we all lived together.
Why did you keep it for so long?
I think that I probably like threw it on the ground in my garage and then just found it recently. I don't know.
You mean it wasn't in a glass case waiting for you to admire whenever you had to?
Yeah, it had lights and it was beautiful. I'm a hoarder too. I just recently went through stuff in my garage and was like, this is like my letters from the Letterman jacket I never bought. Never understood it. You had a Letterman jacket, didn't you?
I still have it, and I'm pretty sure I donated it before we left because I was like,
no way.
What the fuck am I going to do with this? Like,
well,
I'm never going to wear this ever again.
You could wear it to a Vegas Golden Knights hockey game, and they wouldn't know.
They would also
Someone
be
would
like,
buy it off you.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't. I'm kind of like that where I do tend to hold on to stuff, and then sometimes I get in the mood where I'm like, everything's going.
It's got,
and I just start tossing shit, and I feel better, but it does take me a little bit of time to get up to that point. But once I make it there, I'm like, all right, let's do this.
Yeah,
like I'm just throwing out shit.
I think it's called depression, but I could be wrong. You know what I mean? I feel like you'd be at the hockey game and people would be like, oh, this guy was in symphonic band. Why'd he put on his Vegas jacket?
No, you know what it is, man?
Good for you.
I have a problem with not being prepared enough or not being prior prepared. You know what I'm saying? Like if I have, like right now, I have 5 microphones in my house right now. I don't need 5.
No.
One of them is getting returned. The other 2 are, anyway, I have 5.
Yeah. Exactly.
I don't need 5, but if there's ever 4 gentlemen that want to join me on the podcast, I'm gonna be so fucking prepared for that.
You're ready, dude. You're fucking ready, bro.
I talked to Stuke about it, and I was like, "Yeah, it's so silly, but like, I don't need that." Because he was talking about some mics that he bought for Don't Make Daddy, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I like those actually. I kind of wanted to try them," and he was like, "You don't need them though," and I was like,
"Yeah,
but I could always just have them." Yeah. Just in case, I guess.
What if this one breaks?
Yeah, exactly.
And then the other one breaks, and then 3 more break. You might need it.
Exactly. Man, I could never run like a department store. I'd just be like, we need all of the stock we can have. What if somebody comes in and buys all the camping chairs? We're going to be out. We need a fucking 5 months. It's basically how places run, basically.
How many stuffed tigers did we sell this week? 2. All right, order 375 more.
Yeah,
you never know. They might find Winnie the Pooh.
It's kind of a problem. I have like cords that I don't need, but just in case, you never know.
I just get like, I have one of everything, and if it breaks, I just rig it to work still. I've got like all of my shoes have holes in them. I've been saying for weeks, I'm like, I should go get a pair of shoes so that my feet don't get wet when it rains. Now I'm just going to deal with the wetness.
I have a USB Type-C cable that is this fucking long. Fucking like 6 inches maybe.
Yeah.
Don't really need it for any No, don't do it.
That's got to be like 11 and a half
This is
inches.
11 and a half inches.
It's got to be, right? 6 inches is half, right?
I don't really need that, but for the purpose that I find it when I do need it, I'm going to be like, thank God I fucking held on to that one.
Thank God you had it, for sure. Oh my
I was like talking to you while it's staring at me, and I was like, hey, I could bring that up.
Hey, it's right here. And you want to know what? If you
What?
didn't have it and hadn't said it right there, it would have been there,
No, yeah.
I have a golf outing on Monday.
What? Where at?
It's in Gurnee. You know Backyard Steak Pit?
It sounds familiar.
No? Okay. It's
I don't live in Illinois anymore.
That's true. You're Nevadian at this point. I am gonna come visit you. I just need to save up enough money to go to the Bunny Ranch. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's in Carson City. It's about an hour south of me.
Yeah, legal brothel. I just at this point, I think the ship has sailed on like making a woman fall in love with me or be attracted to me again. So I'm just gonna pay for it, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's only so much a man can do.
Yeah. I could work out, get a good job,
no,
get my confidence back and be funny.
never.
You know what I mean? The list goes on and on. Or I could save up $625 and take Trina to the buffet. You know what I mean?
We actually, when we came out here in November, we drove by that place because
Did you go in?
because I was just curious because you had mentioned something about it as well. So we went down to Lake Tahoe. We went down to Lake Tahoe and then just like took like a 30-minute detour and drove by it. And it's not as extravagant as you think it is from that TV show.
Down, right? Yeah.
It's literally like almost like a strip mall. It's not a strip mall, but it's like almost like a cul-de-sac of other places like that.
There's like 5 of them, right?
Yeah.
Like, so if you don't find the girl you like, you just walk over to the other one.
I guess.
I don't know why, and I know it wouldn't be like this, but Steph is so supportive. I could see her being like, "Do you want to try it?"
No.
And you being like, "No, I don't think so." And she's like, "Seriously, if you want, I mean, you know what I'm saying?"
She is very supportive.
With some sandwiches and maybe some Nutella and some crackers. She's gonna love it.
She'd be very supportive. She was like really gung-ho about driving by it also. Like we had talked about doing it and I was like, I don't know, our flight is in an hour. I don't really want to. And she's like, we should at least do it. I'm like, for what though? Like, I'm not gonna get like a brochure. Like, I'm just gonna drive by. But she was like, we got a rental car. It's no worries. Let's do it.
They can't track us here.
Yeah, I was like, okay. Seriously. So we literally just did like one loop and was like, all right, this is slightly grosser than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, like way depressing.
Kind of how I couldn't imagine like
strip clubs.
I can't imagine going into there and being like, well, have at me, ladies.
Well, I could, and I'll let you know how it goes. Anyway, you better check your credit card statement because Steph seems pretty interested in the Bunny Ranch. Sue, if you're listening, your daughter is into it. So she's spending all of the money she's making at a brothel. So
or making at a brothel. Okay, never mind. Anyway,
bro, you'd be in a way bigger house. Okay,
but would it be worth it? Yes, it would be.
Absolutely.
Let's go. Come on.
Come in here.
Put your stockings on, or whatever. I don't know what girls wear. Confused.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
So your golf outing. Sorry, I don't know how the fuck we got to. We have a PhD in never fucking following through the statement.
Oh man, my brain is broken. I'm pretty excited. I'm kind of nervous. I haven't golfed with anyone that
Who are you playing with
since you left. So it's me, Beanie, Jono, who are both hopefully listening to this right now.
Best fans of all time.
I don't know. I'm jerking him off for sure on Monday, dude, for sure. You know what I mean? Beanie can watch. I'll give her some money or something. They've been wonderful, like watching and interacting with the podcast. But the two of them and then our friend Robin, who I used to bartend with, she taught me how to bartend basically. And it's just going to be the 4 of us on a team. I don't know what the rules are, but I'm just excited to like play golf with someone other than like the 61-year-old guy I played with last week randomly.
I'm not sure about Robin, but I do know Beanie a little bit, and Jono seems like a cool guy if he likes us. So it seems like fun. Honestly, it seems like a fun time to go out with some people that you know. And
he's got a beard too. So
I see your game.
I'm not trying to make you jealous or anything, but I hope you and Jared can hang out on Monday morning. So
I gotta work.
Sucks. I'll be hanging out with John Orden. So
that's interesting. That's cool.
You're replaced.
Is it just 18 holes then?
I think so. Yeah, it starts early. Luckily, because I work. Everyone's probably getting drunk. I might have a few. I doubt it though. It's hard enough to golf sober. So.
That's cool.
Maybe 2 White Claws is the move. I might just go low. I might shoot like a 710.
Yeah, not bad. I've been actually thinking about wanting to go golfing more, but I just haven't had the time to do it yet. But
yeah,
when we make our trip out here, we'll fucking
hit a few places.
I got a couple extra days off that we won't have to fucking rush.
Dude, and I hope people are excited. We're gonna record podcasts like in the truck while we're driving, hotel rooms, on the golf course. We're gonna start a golf channel because apparently that's really cool on YouTube. At least I think so.
It's cool for you. I don't know enough about anything to be like a specific only golf. I mean, just channel. You know what I mean?
Well, so from now until a year from now, do nothing at all but watch golf videos on YouTube.
No,
and we'll be on the same level.
I'm super obsessive about stuff like that, so I definitely feel for where you're at. I tend to trail off though at some point. Like,
sure.
Chris Graham was gonna get a motorcycle like 4 years ago, whatever it was. Yeah. Best friend. Anyway, he was like, yeah, I'm gonna get a motorcycle. It's been a long time, but I rode one when I was little and whatever. I was in a full on motorcycle, like I am for sure getting one. I was looking at revzilla.com every fucking 2 seconds.
Seriously. Do you still have the assless chaps?
Yeah, but they're a little tight these days.
It's been a couple years, dude.
Yeah, a little tight. Yeah, I'll just try to squat it out. I'll be all right. But yeah, man, I was looking at gloves, fucking helmets, different visors. Like I was just going crazy, and I didn't even have a bike yet, and I still don't. But I went crazy for like 6 months, and I just realized that about myself, that I tend to get really, really fanatical about one thing. Like even this podcast, starting to like edit more and doing like different like video effects and stuff. It's like, it's work, but it's also like, I'm excited when I listen back to something that you say, or even I say, and I have like a thought, I'm like, oh, I think I can do that. You know what I mean? Like if you're just like, I'm not gonna set myself up to really fail here, but if you're just like, yeah, I had fireballs shooting out of my penis, and I'm gonna be like, oh cool, now I can make fireballs shooting out of his penis. And like,
oh, you have to. No,
I can't do that at this point.
No, you have to. You right here and right here and right here. Right here.
But I can't do it. It's not healthy for me though to be that into something for 7 months and then just immediately back away from it. I don't know. It's weird. But for the time being, it's exciting.
5 months and 3 weeks, these podcasts are going to go right back to being
No, I think by then I'll have enough knowledge to be able to do it like a simpler version or maybe a quicker version.
You already blow my mind. Literally, like
I'm learning a lot about stuff. Yeah. And I'm still doing it like probably the dumb way, which is a frustrating feeling. To know that like a visual effects artist should like watch me edit and they'd be like, you don't even know the shortcuts. And I'd be like, oh, sorry.
That's how you sound when you're talking to video editors.
Yeah.
You're trying to assimilate.
Yeah.
For me, it's like this. I am so good at everything, you know?
Yeah.
Like, as far as, besides like maybe pitching a baseball, which I guess you're better than me at, I'm probably better than you at literally everything else. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And everyone I know, I'm just like way better at everything that I try.
Sure.
And so when I started playing golf, what?
Don't push yourself too hard.
You're praying for a heart attack right now. When I find something I'm not good at, I tend to get obsessed with it. And nobody's good at golf. Even people who are professional millionaire paid golfers suck a lot of the time, you know.
Yeah
they shoot 10 over in 2 days, you know. And so I think that's fucking losers. I think that's why I'm obsessed with it, because I'm not good at it yet.
Yeah.
As soon as I'm a little bit better, even when I shot that 88, I was kind of like, I can take a couple months off. But then I shot like a 110 right after that. So
yeah, that's definitely a thing for me. Back to the editing thing, because what I wanted to talk about was more important, and I've been thinking about this for a couple of days now. I just thought about it though. So
please,
I listened to the podcast like probably 1 to 2 times.
So growing up, I was like, I did so many things. Sorry, were you talking?
Yeah, I was in the middle of something.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So to edit it, I listened to it like 1 or 2 times at least to try to figure out ideas and what to put things and whatever. And I started to think about like, how would you edit a movie? Like a movie's like 3 fucking hours long.
Impossible.
Do you just have like a group of people editing all day long, or do you get like a segment? I feel like you as a filmmaker would have to watch your movie before it's distributed 75 times before you'd be I think I feel comfortable. Because there's still times where we publish the podcast and I'm like, fuck, I forgot to put the fucking thing in there. Or you know what I mean? Like
if I had 10 more hours.
Yeah, exactly. Like I just think about like for The Godfather was fucking I don't know who the guy was. Coppola?
Oh God.
Is he the director?
Yeah.
I don't know who does editing. I don't know anything. Aaron Sauerland hit us up here.
I think. Yeah,
Robert De Niro. Yeah, that seems crazy to me. I feel like I would never feel like it was done. Almost like a painter doesn't know when to fucking quit. You know, adding fucking details and stuff. I feel like I would.
Off. I think he's a sculptor, but
Van Gogh.
Yeah, right.
He's a painter, dude.
Is he?
Starry Night, bro.
Vincent?
Yeah, the Vincent Van Gogh. Is there another one that you know about?
There must be. I don't know.
There's a Johnson Van Gogh.
Is Johnson a first name?
It could be back then. Who knows? It was 1899 when he painted that.
Seriously.
I might be exactly right about that, by the way.
Say it again.
1899.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree. I agree wholeheartedly.
Well, that's the podcast, everyone.
Yeah, actually, a new golf video just came out, so I gotta go. So.
Oh, sounds good. Sounds good. Episode 23. Leave us an email, twofuckingidiotspod@gmail.com. We've been getting more, but none have beaten Stukes. So challenge
distributed
dropped. What did they say that shit? Challenge.
We both fucked it up so hard.
Yeah,
we both were so confident.
What's the word?
We tried. Challenge administered.
Challenge accepted is the other side.
Yeah.
Of it. Challenge distributed.
That's what I said.
Oh, did you? Fuck.
Yeah. Challenge offered.
All right. Well, see you guys. Episode 23, the Jordan episode. See you guys.
Happy or sad, it's story time.